But if you close your eyes,
What is up, everybody? Nick here, and today I will be making a tutorial on Blender for how to make an object explode. Now, I've done this before, and it's actually pretty simple. Basically, what you want to do is have whatever object you want, which in this case I'll be using a cube to make it easier. I might make future videos on different things, but it's pretty simple. Basically, what you want to do is you want to go to your object that you want, make sure it's new, make sure you don't have anything that doesn't let it use this, but what you want to hit is Alt C, not Alt C. I hit space, sorry. If you hit Alt C, what you're going to come up with is this. You want to do convert to mesh from curve meta surf text. If you click that, that's what you're going to need. After that, you're all set. You want to come down here to the add option, or not the add, sorry, the object. Go up until you see quick effects, and then find quick explode. Now that's going to set up an explosion, which should start immediately, but you can see it doesn't look very good. It only splits into 3 pieces. So you want to go to the particles option over on the right. The number is how many particles it splits into, which I think a cube is like really messed up, so I'm just gonna do 1000. See if that changes anything. No, well, a cube's not working. I'm gonna quickly switch this to a mesh UV sphere. I'm just gonna change it to a UV sphere. Shouldn't take too long. Quick explode. Okay, so you're gonna wanna, then if you play it, it should split into that many pieces. Then the start controls when it starts. For now, I'm gonna do 50, but you also have to set the end. I'm gonna do 100. The start is going to be 50. Lifetime, I'm gonna set that to 1000, so the particles stay here for the whole animation. And now I'm gonna set the number to 1000 also. And now if you go down to the very bottom and open the section of field weights, you don't need to change any of these except I'm going to change gravity. You don't have to change gravity, but if I set my gravity to 0, then if it weights, it will actually explode outwards, which I think looks pretty cool. But if you want the gravity to be 1, you can, like, if you want them to land on something, you can do plane, scale that up. Right about there. If you go to the physics option, you can hit collision, so they don't fall right through the plane. And if you select the UV sphere, to make the particles look better, you're going to want to go to the object modifier button options and hit add modifier and then solidify. That will make the particles look, that will give the particles thickness. You're also does have a collision. I don't know if these particles work for collision. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, they do. But you see how everything's just bouncing around and it looks really messed up? You want to go down to the particle damping factor, set that to 1, that won't let them bounce, and the particle friction factor to 1. I'm going to show you what it looks like without that. So, without the friction, everything is just going to slide, which you could want in some situations, but not in this one. So you're going to want to set that to 1, so everything falls correctly and it actually lands there. And that's how you make an explosion. And I'm going to show you one more thing, how to make the particles like emit a different object. So if you want to learn how to do that, keep watching. And if you've learned what you want to learn, then thanks for watching. So to make them look a little better, you go to the particles section, scroll to the bottom, instead of having none, click object. And now if I add an object like a cube, and like put that off to the side, I can then go back to my circle and click the duplicate object and set it to the cube. So then it should give off a bunch of cubes. As you can see, it is giving off cubes, but it's also giving off its parts. So if you want to see how to get that not to happen, stay tuned. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this. You're going to have to reset your object. It won't take very long, so don't get frustrated. But what you want to do, instead of selecting quick explode, you're going to want to
Okay, guys, we gotta shut things down. We gotta go.
hit John's game. Okay, just let me finish this then. Basically, you add a particle system, and then scroll to the bottom. And then go to emitter. Go back to, make sure you go to the starting frame. Go to the emitter option right here. Click I. Then right when you want the object here to disappear, go a frame backwards. So I want it to frame at 55. So I go one backwards. Then click I again on emitter. Go to the very next frame. Uncheck emitter and hit I. And also go to the object, and then I can make that the cube, so then it'll only emit the cube, and when this starts crumbling, it will disappear. You can't see the disappear right now, but if I render it really quickly, like if I was to render it, you would then be able to see, well, not see, like, I don't know if it works on just the rendered view. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. So if I slowly slide it along, you see it's giving off the particles, and then right here it disappears, and later it should have all the particles lying on the floor, and it has crumbled up. So that would be how you do that. You can also set the particle system start. I'm going to type in 50. This obviously isn't working. Okay, 50 and 100. So then it'll give off more particles. So if I restart it, go to solid, and if I start it, it will give off, and then it will actually disappear here after the particles are given. Once again, lifetime. I'll give it a long lifetime so that the particles stay there, and then it's like that. Also, once again, you can change the gravity to 0.
I have no idea.
And then they will burst outward. So that is how you make the explosion effect. As always, thanks for watching.